Go.
Good morning. This is Sunrise with Dr. Surajit Khanna, a news bite for ages 10 to 25, brought to you by KhannaForYouth.com. That's KHANNA. It's a good morning message and a short snippet of news for today's youth every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, just after 9 a.m. Join us on Facebook.com/KhannaForYouth. That's Facebook.com/KhannaForYouth. You can also view our past SunRISE videos at SunRISEupdate.com. Dr. Khanna is an attorney, a child safety advocate, a servant of the underserved, and is the champion of the nonprofit organization Voice of the Kids. Dr. Khanna also launched his Post-Incarceration Juvenile Justice Reformation Act initiative, called in short, his Returning Youth Initiative. Dr. Khanna saw that the Reformation Act did not adequately care for ex-offenders once released, and decided he would address this with his Returning Youth Initiative, where we are returning underserved, post-incarcerated young adults back to a productive life by providing housing and training, along with the required medical and psychological assistance needed to secure a job, build their career, and greatly improve their lives. Please visit us at returningyouth.com. Good morning and welcome to Gary and Dr. Khanna.
Good morning, Perry. I'm so fortunate that you are here, and good morning, young adults, those who are listening today. Before I start my day, I really want to say thank you to the wonderful person who introduced the show today, and her name is Perry Gaffney. Well, most of you don't know who she is. If you want to know, then you can go to perrytells.com. She is an actor and writer and author of a novel called The Resurrection of Elise. Gary, you want to put her book on the thing so that people can share? Oh, that's wonderful. That's Perry Tells' website. Young adults, those who are listening, please go to her website. You can see all the tells. I love the website because it says Perry Tells, like fairy tales. And I'm so honored that she is here. She's also hosted or participated in a TV show called Law and Order. Well, by saying that, today, as we know that this is a news bite, what we do is we go all the way in the past, what happened on this particular day, some exciting things that young adults, they don't know about, and we'd like to give them that news bite. Well, today, on this day in 1872, the first Black female lawyer named Charlotte Ray, she was admitted to practice law in the District Supreme Court. That's the beautiful picture of Miss Ray, and she was the first female attorney to be admitted in the bar for Washington, D.C. in District of Columbia, of course. Perry, since you are here today, you are also part of the Law and Order show, would you highlight a little bit about the Charlotte Ray, whatever you know about her, where she was born, and how she is different from anybody else?
Well, she was born in New York, and I'm living in New York right now. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio originally, but she hails from New York, and she's one of our pioneers, one of our great pioneers.
Absolutely, because she was also the first female lawyer in the United States.
So she was brilliant, and she had to be bold to take that step to be the first.
I know, and this was not in this age. This is not 1900. This is not 2000. This was in 1800. A female Black, forget about Black, a female taking a position in law, in the Supreme Court, in the judicial system, those days is very admirable. And yes, that's Perry. And Perry, I'm also excited about your background. Could you highlight a little bit about your background? Because when I see the Perry Tells, you are telling everything. I see your wonderful journey in India. You went to Taj Mahal. You went to many other places. So do you love traveling? You like traveling?
I love traveling. And COVID has put a cramp on me, but I love to travel. Loved India. Actually, I was in New Delhi, and there was a Swami, Satyanand, and he told me, "You are Indian. When are you going to come home?"
That was nice. That was nice, because I see the background, Taj Mahal. I mean, that's one of my favorite place. It's very peaceful there. And and this was also built way before Charlotte Ray was born. So you definitely made some connection here. And what brings you to this Law and Order? I know that you did host Law and Order. What brings you to Law and Order?
I auditioned and I booked a job, but I was not one of the main people. I had a recurring role on one of the soaps, One Life to Live, not One Life to Live. Oh, that's funny. The other one. Anyway, I can't think of the name of it, but I was a nurse on a soap. And
wow.
And I've done some films that you can actually still see on Tubi, Tubi, the free internet.
I got that.
Yeah, I'm in Fake Preacher, and I'm in Deep Trouble. They're both Junie Smith films.
Oh,
but
nice.
mostly I do live theater.
Wow.
Yeah. And I travel around with that. I wrote the book, The Resurrection of Alice, but I also adapted it to the stage as a one-woman piece. And I've done that many places. I've done it in Alaska. I've done it in Chicago. I did it in DC. I've done it all around New York and Florida. So that's what I really do, the live theater.
No wonder you are so beautiful and you speak so well, because you got to be a person with actor background. You're an actress. That's so, young adults, those who are listening today and will be listening for this show, the SunRISE. This is called SunRISE. We have the wonderful opportunity to have Perry here, who is giving a light to the sunshine. She's giving sunshine to all the young adults today. And I am so blessed. And I'm sure all of you, those who are listening, are blessed to have Perry in the show. And especially the linkage I'm trying to establish here between Charlotte Ray and Perry Tells. So there is, because, you love traveling, you love Law and Order, you love to go and express your talents so that the people can join us. And Perry, I would like to disclose one thing which we are doing in Returning Youth Initiative, which that we are trying to bring all the post-incarcerated young adults to give them platform so that they can restore their lives, because they are being completely be ignored. When they go to jail, when they come back, people think that they are like a third-class citizen. They don't deserve anything. So we are kind of highlighting them. We are going to bringing them and educating the society that, hey, those young adults, when they went to jail, they were juvenile and their brain was not developed. They didn't know, because most of them, those who go to juvenile jail, they have from different type of struggling family background, and their brain does not work at that time. So when they come out, they want to be nice. They want to be a good citizen, but the society does not allow them to do that. So this initiative, which I started with the help of a lot of people, and this for a while, and I'm just disclosing this today. We are giving them a platform called Returning Youth Got Talents. Just like America's Got Talents, we are going to launch very soon with the help of Kevin Allen. Kevin Allen is also just like you, but he was in He has his own show, The Kevin Allen Show in Connecticut, and he has his own studio with a Hollywood producer in Connecticut. And he said that why not we start a program called the Returning Youth Got Talent. And I'm so excited to know that you do this, this play in every town you go, or like Broadway, the Broadway talents, the show you do. So you would be one of a great resource on that particular talent show we're going to introduce. We have not set up a date yet, but we are still in the planning stage. And I would like to invite you to those planning stage so that we can get your expertise.
We'll see. Returning Youth could really use a Charlotte Ray. She was an advocate, she was a lawyer, and she could probably bring around, well, she died in 1911. But
I know, but you know what? You can bring that little bit of respect from her talents. You have some of those talents, and would love to have you. I can't thank Gary enough for bringing you to the show this morning. And you basically hosted the show. You are the right anchor. You did a wonderful job, Perry. And as you know, every SunRISE ends with a fun stuff by Gary, because Gary Scarano's middle name is Fun. Okay, so Gary Fun Scarano is going to come up with some fun stuff today, because today is Friday, and also Gary has some announcements to make. So Gary, the floor is yours now.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Khanna, and thank you so much, Perry, for joining us. It's always a pleasure to talk to you. I know you get busy. It's great to see you on screen. But today is Lost Dog Awareness Day. Hey, if your dog is not on a leash, they could take off. Now, I used to have Jack Russell Terriers, and we used to, anytime we would pick up a package from outside, I don't know how they do it. They would sneak out and run across the street, run to the neighbor's house, and they were lost for 20 minutes. One time, one of our dogs, we just brought him home, was lost for an hour. My daughters were both crying. They were both young. So not all stray dogs are homeless. They could be lost. And I'm sure all of us have walked through the streets and we see those signs, lost dog, lost doggy. So please, if you see those signs, keep your eyes aware. The dogs become part of the family. As you know, we love them. We have 3 dogs in our home here. We do love them. And I know, Perry, you said you love dogs. I know Dr. Khanna also loves them.
Yeah, I grew up with dogs. So I know, I love them. They're too nice. They're too loyal. They're too loyal to the master. So you can't stop loving a dog.
No, you can't.
So yeah, if anybody has lost a dog, today is the day. Go and find them. Go get them back, to your life. So thank you, Gary, for bringing that up as a fun day. And do you have anything else you want to share?
Yes, of course. Listen, today is a big day. Always Friday is a busy day. We will be on the air at 3 p.m. at the same place. Now, I want to point out that we've changed our Facebook page because we are really targeting today's youth. When we first started 2 years ago, it was we were doing kids and youth, but really when you talk about post-incarcerated individuals, they're not kids. So we've changed the name. So his website is ConnorForYouth.com, ConnorForYouth.com. And we are live on Facebook at Facebook.com at ConnorForYouth, Connor for Youth. So no more 4. I'm so happy we got rid of that. It was always confusing. Join us 3 o'clock this afternoon. See us live. We're trying to convince Perry to join us. She's saying I'm not interested, but maybe say a prayer. Maybe we'll get her to join us. We'll embarrass her in some way. But join us at 3 o'clock at Facebook.com, Connor for Youth. Remember, we're in front of 30 million homes in New York. So it's a significant show. We're going to talk about what we've accomplished. We're going to have Willie talking about the 3 post-incarcerated youth that he's overseeing. And we're going to have Sharon Drake talk about some of the fantastic web marketing, branding stuff she's just launched today. So there's a lot to talk about. And we're going to talk about the new show that Dr. Khanna mentioned. So thank you all. We appreciate it, and God bless.